In the middle of the working week, it can be an absolute nightmare trying to get dinner on the table. Most people put their hands up in desperation and go, I just don't have time. Well, today's recipe is going to change your attitude forever. I'm going to show you a fantastic dinner that can be put together in around about 30 minutes. It's my chicken and mushroom casserole on the One Pot Chef. Chicken and mushroom casserole. This is so amazing, and there's literally just a few minutes of prep work and then you just throw it all together. It's so simple. First, into the pot, I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil. Our oil's heated up, so now I'm going to add in some chicken breast fillets, about 2 large breast fillets, about 400 to 500 grams, and I've just diced it up into little cubes. And we're going to stir this for about 4 to 5 minutes or until the chicken is almost cooked. Chicken is cooked, I've just put it aside for the moment, and into the pot with a little bit of oil still in there. I'm going to cook some onion, 1 medium-sized brown onion, and we're going to cook that stirring for a few minutes until the onions have softened. Our onions are softened, and I'm now going to add in the mushrooms. I've got some button mushrooms, about 200 grams, and I've just cut them into little quarters. And pop them in, and we'll continue to stir this for another 2 to 3 minutes. Just until the mushrooms are softened. Into that we're going to add about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Now Dijon mustard works really well with this particular recipe because it's got that wonderful mild mustard flavour that really gives this a sort of a country style taste to it. It's really good. And I'm also adding in 1/4 of a cup of plain flour. And we're just going to stir that together. That's looking gorgeous. Now we're going to add in some chicken stock, some liquid chicken stock, about 250 mils or 1 cup. We're just going to add a little bit at a time, stir it in, and then keep adding a bit at a time until it's all integrated. We've got this sort of thick casserole coming together now. We're going to return our cooked chicken back into there and along with any juices and stir that through. This is slowly coming back to the boil. What we're going to do now is put the lid onto the pot, reduce the temperature to low, and then allow it to simmer for about 15 minutes. Let's take the lid off and take a look. Oh wow. First thing that hits you is that smell of the mustard and the onions and the mushrooms. It's really gorgeous. Now, just a couple more things before we're finished. First we're going to add in some cream. I'm putting in some sour cream, about 1/4 cup, just being reasonably generous. And I'm also going to season with some salt and some pepper. And we're just going to stir that through. And we're just going to stir this for a couple of minutes over the heat because obviously the sour cream is cold and it's going to bring the temperature of the casserole down a bit. We want this to be nice and piping hot when we serve it up. And here we have our finished chicken and mushroom casserole, and the smell is amazing. You've got this amazing creamy mustard smell in the air and it's just so good. Now, you could just serve this by itself, which is what I've done, but you're more than welcome to serve it with some rice, some pasta, potatoes, mixed vegetables, whatever you want. But I think this eats as a meal unto itself. So I'm going to have a little taste. That's amazing. You've got that juicy chicken, you've got that beautiful sauce, it's all chickeny, and it's got the mushroom and onion flavour in it, and of course the mustard. This is amazing. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. Check out my other videos at OnePotChefShow.com. And until next time, see you later.